Hi, Louise Rijk. I'm back talking about search and digital asset optimization. And my focus right now is going to be on local search. If you paid attention to my search presentation, you would notice that search is really complicated. You have organic, algorithmic, which is algorithmic, and you have paid search. However, local search adds another level of complexity. Local search is triggered by a local intent. And that becomes very, very important because that adds yet another dimension to the complexity of search. Basically, with local intent, there are a couple ways that Google understands your local intent. One is that you can actually put in a local intention. So for example, if I'm looking for a flower delivery service, I could put in Boston, Massachusetts, and I automatically get a local intent. However, today it becomes a little bit more tricky because sometimes Google will, in fact, put a local intent in even if you didn't actually put that in. Sometimes it's driven by IP addresses because Google has a behavioral component to all of this, and it's not clear at this point exactly how much of that actually works without you actually putting the intent in. So for example, Google sort of knows that if you are looking for a business like a plumber, it pretty much will give you a local intent even if you don't do it, and it'll give you maybe the local 10 box because it figures you're probably looking for something that's close to where you're searching from. Doesn't always mean that they're correct, but that sometimes happens. But let's look at the local results. So let's say you do put in a local intent and it's Boston and it's Massachusetts. Up will come a local 10 box result. And that 10 box is driven by Google Maps. So if you're not in Google Maps, you don't get crawled and you're not going to be in this top 10 results. Then you have the local organic web results, which is part of that optimization that I was talking about before, that not only do you have to optimize for your keywords, but now you have to optimize for your local intent as well. Now, you have Google Local, okay, which are web results, as I said, and that's crawled by Google. This is the result that I was talking about. Even if you don't have a geographic modifier and you just look for pizza, Google will put that local intent there as well, even though you did not give it a local modifier. You might want to try some of these things because when you do, you can look at how the results are delivered and where they come from. You can actually trace that by looking at the URL where the results came from. Now, as I said before, Google local organic results come from Google Map results. So if you want to be a player today, you have to have Google Map. You have to have a Google Map account, and you have to optimize it for that organic local listing. Now, what Google has done is it's really made the Google Map results, which is your business listing in Google Maps, very robust. So if you click on the little bubble on your left, that little A, you will get an info box with no link to the website, but it just gives one more opportunity for you to have that result come up and dominate that page above the map. So it just sort of pops up, it's a window. If you click on the name of the florist, however, you would go to their site if you're in the organic results. But there is no link from the info box. So the next question you probably ask is, how do you optimize for your Google Maps organic listing? Well, the first thing is you have to have a business profile, which is a listing in the Google Local Business Center. So you go to Google Local Business Center and you have to have a relevant locality and neighborhood keywords in the business name and copy of local business listing. So that's something that you have to go into Google Maps and set up your account. You have to be near the city center to be located on the map in that city. Another thing that plays a role is that they allow you to do reviews, and reviews, the number of reviews, the quality of the reviews, etc., can help you get to the top of that listing. If there are several local businesses around the center, how do they figure out who's going to be on top? And that's a relevant piece of information is the reviews, as well as the local links pointing to your website. And that's another whole piece that might be worth looking at. How do you get local links? And the overall website organic search engine optimization status. So if you have a high ranking in your organic search, then you'll have a better chance of being one of the higher ranked local listings. Now, paid search, again, is part of a local business advertising. So you would have to advertise, not only have a pay-per-click account with Google, but you would also have to do some of the other criteria that paid search really warrants. So you have to have a good ad, you have to have good local modifiers, and you have to have very good landing pages with anything that's paid. We're assuming that landing pages are part of your optimization anyway, and this is not a session on landing pages. That would be more on the conversion aspect that I was talking about, but it also plays a role in a quality score and getting your ads to be less expensive and get more bang for your buck if you know how to do some of this optimization for paid search. Again, even if you do a paid search, you have a business ad, and the important thing about the paid search and your business ad is that if you click on that left star, for example, you get a link to the info box. At this point, the important thing there is you are still not paying. You're still not paying for that click. Once you go to the info box and you click through to the website, then you're paying for that click-through. And you can pay either from the box and avoid the info box totally, or go right to the info box and click through there. It is a link to the website, and of course that's when you pay for that click. So paid local business ads, you need to actually decide that you want to have a pay-per-click ad, and then you would start an ad campaign and you establish your business listing at local business center, and then you set up a Google AdWords local business ad campaign at Google AdWords, and then you try to optimize that as much as possible. Okay, so now we're going to look at local organic web results and the 10-box result and the organic. So how do you get into the 10-box? This is very important. So optimize for Google organic web results. Ensure that the website is crawlable. I think we mentioned that before. Optimize website copy, page titles, meta descriptions, relevant core keywords, and geographic modifiers. And then acquire sufficient local inbound links to boost the website link popularity. In this section on paid search and the vertical engines, we saw that again there's a complexity in this whole process. If you want to leverage all of these search results, you really need to think about getting optimal value when you're doing paid search and then when you're doing organic search. So optimization, landing pages, quality scores, all of this plays a role in your being on page one in all the different properties that Google has and crawls.